Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got back on. I feel like I don't even have my like enhanced shit on. This is me just raw, guys, okay?
No,
Does it look so much better, babe?
I didn't go in yet.
Right? And I don't even have like the enhance on or anything. This is me just raw. Like I see these women on here. I like, go you girl. They wear these like filters and shit. I don't even know how to put them on. I can't even figure it out. I can't even find the button. Unless you go to the picture and it's like use this. Like I don't want to use it right now. I want to save it and use it later. I don't know how to do it. See, nice and clear iPhone. I'm horrible with technology. Like even just learning how to edit videos on TikTok, like I literally deserve a medal for that. I taught myself. I feel like I'm getting a little better too. Like I gotta say, I gotta pat myself on the back. All right, back to your usually scheduled programming. Yeah, who can I mod? Who wants to be a mod, guys? I just like thought I didn't need to do that, you know? I thought we could all be grown adults, but apparently we can't. Apparently we can't.
You gotta go to the bathroom? Go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom.
All right, just whoever is my moderator, just let me know who we're blocking, because the last time someone blocked my friend Chelsea on here, like she said something stupid that like I caught as like a inside joke, you know what I mean? Because I'm actually, you know, I'm friends with her in the real world, and someone blocked her from my shit. Yes, I went back to my iPhone. My shorts are from none other than Rainbow. They need to freaking sponsor me. Freaking Rainbow needs to sponsor me. All right, let's turn our crostinis, guys. Don't let me burn the crostini. They do cook very quick. Rainbow in South Plainfield. They have one at the Brunswick Square Mall on Route 18. There's one in Milltown. There's one in Woodbridge. There's rainbows all over Jersey, around me at least. I guess because I'm like kinda like in between the nice neighborhoods and like the hood. I'm like in the middle, you know? Rainbow since I was a kid, like a very long time ago. Let me just get some butter for the mushroom. And pints and seeds. I just love the Miss Rachel in my house at all times. Miss Rachel is like the background music of my house. So my eyebrows actually need to be done. I'm like a month, I go once a month to get my eyebrows waxed and tinted. That's all I do. I did do a lamination last time. I like wanted to try something new. And although I love the girl that did it, I just prefer to have like darker, more full eyebrows, and when I tint them and just wax them, I feel like they just look fuller. I'm actually getting my eyebrows done next weekend. I was gonna go today after I got my hair done. Paper is stuck in the butter. But I was supposed to, I'll tell you that. I go to my salon suite in Old Bridge to get like my hair done there, my eyebrows there, and I was gonna go today right after my hair But I actually canceled last week because I was supposed to take my daughter to the allergist. Long story short, I thought the allergist was today, but it wasn't. It was Wednesday. So I didn't need to cancel to begin with, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't care. An extra week ain't gonna kill me. I'm making crab stuffed salmon that I'm gonna put together as soon as I get the mushrooms in here. I have crostinis in the oven, and I'm gonna be making a goat cheese. I have some like honey goat cheese. I'm gonna put a smear of that with some sauteed mushrooms that I'm gonna cook up. And I'm also roasting Brussels sprouts. So once I get these mushrooms cooking, we'll start cutting the Brussels. The cocktail is fresh squeezed lime juice, mandarin juice, and grapefruit juice with some vodka and a little bit of hot honey. I just shake it up and it's delicious, I tell ya. Delicioso. Let's get our salmon together. You know, I'm gonna actually cook back here for now. Thanks for sharing my live and following me. For here, it's 4:47 right now. These are the crab stuffed salmon from Costco. I did not make these. I bought them like this. I like grew up eating this. My mother's been buying this shit since I was a kid, and now my husband loves it, so I buy it to him. So I like to cook these in my cast iron. Kind of a weird flex, right? But I feel like it just gets nice and crispy, and it doesn't like steam. You know what I mean? So I just put a little bit of olive oil on the bottom, just so it doesn't stick. I mean, these are basically seasoned, so you don't really need to go crazy with them. You know? You're a chef? Cool. Thank you. That's so cool. Thank you.
Whoa.
Check the bread. Oh my God. See, what would I do without you guys? A little bit more. You know what it is? The bread is so fresh that it needs a couple more. I'm gonna put it on for 4 minutes. Okay. So this is the pan that I'm gonna put my salmon in. I just put a little olive oil at the bottom. I'm only gonna cook 3 of these. The other one I'll freeze. It's a good weeknight meal for my husband too. Like if he's coming home late. I kind of just like form it in the pan nicely. I push it down so it just all cooks evenly. I like it to get like a nice brown layer on top. And then I'm gonna freeze one. Let me just wash my hands. Okay. Move this out of the way. What's poppin', guys? Salmon is from Costco, yep. Just pouring your wine. Good for you. Cheers, babe. I'm definitely grilling this weekend. The weather is nice. I'm feeling like a chilled pasta salad or like a couscous salad, maybe a tortellini salad, like something like that. I bought some flap steak. I have ground beef for burgers. I don't know what we're grilling, but it's definitely a grilling weekend for sure. So I'm going to put that salmon in once I take the crostinis out. Let me just get those nice and crispy. So all that's in here is butter and mushrooms. And I have the pan on kind of high because mushrooms have a lot of moisture in them. And you want to draw that moisture out. So the heat will help you, and also a little salt will help. All right, let those cook. I'm going to microplane some garlic, and we're going to put that in the mushrooms as well. Yeah, I'll definitely share the pasta salad recipe for sure. This is my same microplane that's broken, but it's like still works perfectly. Like, what do I need a new one for, you know? It's so hard for me to read the comments because they're going so quick. I can't make everyone happy. Quality was better. I just feel like using an iPhone makes me happier, so that's what I'm gonna go with. Just grating up some garlic over here. Grating up my garlic. We are besties. We're all besties. We're all besties. I am making crab stuffed salmon. I'm making goat cheese crostinis with sauteed mushrooms. And I'm also making sauteed Brussels sprouts that I'm going to chop up as soon as I do this.
Mom?
Yes, baby girl.
I like the smell.
You like the smell?
What do you make for dinner?
I am making salmon stuffed with crab meat. I have the shrimp cocktail that you like. I am making crostinis. This is hot, so don't touch. With mushrooms.
Yeah.
And Brussels sprouts.
Go check in your system. Just want to make a bottle.
And Brussels sprouts. Mama? Oh, I gotta take those out. Do you like them to get like a little crispy? Can I have that, babe?
This? Cheese support.
What?
She's fine.
Who wants a bottle?
What?
Who wants a bottle? See, this is good. I just want them to be crispy, you know what I mean? And they're crispy. Perfect. I'm going to put them up here to chill. Mariella is teething, guys. 10 months. I don't even know. 7th leap. That's what I've been reading about. And it is fun times. Let me tell ya. Let me tell ya. Can one of my moderators pin what I'm cooking? Oh, what about the pan? Because the pan scratched, right? Yeah, I just said to my husband I need a new pan. When I get it, guys. I am making mushroom crostinis. I'm also putting my oven on 375 right now. That's going to be for my salmon. Actually, I'm going to do 400 for my salmon.
Oh, okay.
Because mommy had her. I'm going to put a little more butter in here. So when it comes to cooking, like, and deciding temperatures, the only thing I really temp is if I'm making like a big roast and I want to make sure like that, internal is the correct, rareness that I want, like for a roast beef or something, or chicken. a whole chicken, chicken breast, chicken thighs, I do always temp. For everything else, I feel like you can kind of tell by the smell, the touch of it. Like, I guess it's just from like, you know, cooking the same stuff and having experience. This is a booze block, which is a very expensive cutting board, but I got this one from TJ Maxx. So I'm assuming there's some sort of defect about it, but I can't tell. It's fine for me. All right, so let me show you what I'm doing to these mushrooms. You see how they're getting like this little golden edge? You want that. That gives your mushroom texture. And we like texture. So I'm letting the crostinis chill a little bit. And then I'm gonna put some raw garlic on them and just rub them up. They're a little too hot for me to touch. And then we're gonna smear our honey goat cheese. I'm definitely not gonna hit the beach on a holiday weekend with my kids. Mainly because the crowds are just like too crazy and that's just not relaxing for me. I'll definitely be hanging in my pool, that's for sure. Alright, I'm gonna put my salmon in the oven. We're gonna put it in, I'm gonna start my timer for 15 minutes. Does she want something, babe? I can help her. All right, let me just go cut some parsley from my yard. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get some parsley and I'm gonna get a little basil. Sorry to break it to you, but I'm also not going to wash my fresh herbs that sit on my deck in my backyard. Just going to chop them up and put them in. Is that okay? I am from Howard Beach, Queens, New York. That's where I grew up. I moved out of Howard Beach when I was like 25. I'm not from New Jersey, but I do live here now. I've lived in New Jersey for about 5 years. But I'm not, as you would say, a Jersey girl. I guess I am a Jersey girl now. All right, our mushrooms are done. I'm shutting them off. I'm going to do the fresh herbs. And I'm going to do this raw garlic that we microplanes just in that hot pan off the heat. And those are just going to, you know, the heat of the mushrooms are going to cook that garlic without it getting bitter and also still keeping the flavor bright because it's like still on the raw side. Just makes a difference, trust me. Like, I feel like little tricks like that, like something so simple that you could just pull out of your back pocket will make a big difference. And people will be like, wow, this girl knows what she's doing. You know what I mean? Like, look, don't you just want to eat those? Let's see if I can show you. Like, these look delicious. I just want to eat these. Let's taste them, see if they need salt. A little salt. Definitely builds the immune system, yeah. All right, mushrooms done. Put them aside. Your salmon's in the oven. Let's rub the garlic on our crostinis. Actually, you know, I'm not even going to do that step because I put so much garlic in the mushroom, so we don't even need that. Let me get my Brussels sprouts in, and then we'll put together our crostinis. And then we'll call my hubby in to taste that. I'm going to make the crostini and call you in to taste that. These are just Brussels sprouts. These are pre-washed. It says pre-washed. Just saying. Pre-washed, that's good for me. If it says pre-washed, I trust it. Okay, so I'm going to cook my Brussels sprouts in this. This is another great pan. I love this. I think this is a Curtis Stone. It came with a flat one like this, and it also came with a grill pan. And I love the shape of it. Like you cook more, you could fit more in here. You know what I mean? All right, so let's just half our Brussels. We're gonna do like a balsamic roasted Brussels. I did these the other night and they were so good. They actually were still crispy the next day. Which usually I hate the taste of old Brussels sprouts. They usually get very fatty, you know? What was it about me that you weren't a fan of? I'm so curious because so many people meet me or they like watch me on here and they'll be like, you know, I didn't like you at first, but I like you now. So what didn't you like me that made you like not a fan of me? Because I always say to people, listen, as long as you are nice to everybody, you don't have to like everybody. I know I'm not for everybody. I'm totally aware of that. I'm very vocal. I ask for what I want.
Yeah, right.
I am not
Ask for what you want.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think people just, you know, I don't know. I think people get like offended by that. Maybe it comes off as like bitchy rather than me, you know, taking myself into consideration in the situations. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. And also I spent like so many years of my life worrying about what people are going to say and like just stressing over the stupidest nonsense that now I'm like, what is the point of that? Not happening. You like them? Mm-hmm. You make you a drink?
Salsa.
I actually did a podcast today with my hairstylist. She's like starting a podcast. And she asked me, do you know, mind being on the episode while your color is, you know, setting? And sure, why not? I love her. She's so sweet. And if it could help her, I'm totally down. But we talked about, being like your true, authentic self. And, one of the things was like, what did you do as a kid that you would never do now? And it was like, people always say to me, oh, I'm afraid to do this. I'm afraid to do that. You know, I'm afraid what someone else is going to say. Like when I was growing up, I was the complete opposite of what I am. I was like, I don't know. I kind of like kept to myself mainly because people were so friggin' mean that I was like scared to be myself in front of people. Like if I started to act like myself, they would say like I was too loud or people would make fun of my laugh. Just like stupid shit, you know, that at that age gives you like a, you know, a complex. And then you start to be like, well, maybe I shouldn't be like this. Maybe I should start acting like this. You know what I mean? And then like and then I had Serafina and it started to like fade a little bit. And then I had Mariella and I was like, wow, it just like really faded. Like I really just don't give a shit. But mainly I think back on all the years where I was like toning myself down to like appease other people.
Look.
Yeah, feeling comfortable in your own skin is a big deal. And it does not happen overnight. It took me a very long time. Like I can say I'm fully comfortable now, you know, and I'm 34 years old and like recent. I think also having kids gives you a different perspective. Like now these two kids are watching me. So am I going to walk around like acting like somebody that I'm not? What am I showing them? You know what I mean? Would I ever do a pop-up? You never know. I don't even know. What do people do at pop-ups normally? Fill me in. Let me know. I used to be able to slide over and read the comments in like a big screen, and now I can't do that. I hate that. I used to do catering. I don't think that's something I would ever do again. I would definitely be open to doing like pop-up cooking classes, and something like that for sure. That's totally my vibe. But I am not going to be catering ever again. That's not my thing anymore.
No, Mariella.
Too much work, too much time away from my family. And it's just like, I enjoy cooking for leisure, for my family, like cooking for huge parties and catering rice balls. I just don't enjoy that anymore, you know? I'll for sure do pop-up cooking classes. That's like totally my vibe. Because I do love to teach what I'm doing, you know? Like when I do those cooking videos for, you know, TikTok, my elaborate cooking videos, I feel like I'm pretty clear, you know, and I try to make my instructions, you know, understandable. Tonight I have salmon stuffed with crab meat in the oven. I have crostinis chilling out over there that we're going to top soon. I'm just cutting up these Brussels sprouts so I can throw them in the oven. I know. She sticks her fingers in her mouth. Mariella sticks her fingers in her mouth so far down her mouth that she makes herself gag. Oh, God. Fucking kids. All right, guys, I'm almost done cutting this up. Okay, Google. Shuffle Wyclef Jean Radio on Pandora.
Whoa. Go back.
Okay, Google. Volume 4. I had my wedding at a little place called City Hall on the island of Staten. It was a very glamorous wedding. We had a very glamorous wedding. No, me and my husband, it was either have a wedding or buy a house. And it was obviously, you know, buy a house. I was never the woman that like dreamed of that fancy wedding. I just like, I didn't have like Cinderella dress dreams like that. Just, I wasn't that woman. I wanted to be barefoot in my yard planting tomatoes. And that's exactly what I got.
Freeze this?
Yeah, I wanted to wrap it up nice. Can you do that for me?
A bag?
Mariella did.
Sure.
Yeah, a bag, because I don't have any plastic wrap.
That's good.
Yeah, a bag's fine. Just make sure you take all the air out.
Hair?
You had your wedding at home? That's so cool. That's pretty cool. Eventually, I'd like to do like a cute little vow renewal. Maybe like I told him on our 10-year wedding anniversary. Our 10-year wedding anniversary. So we're going on 6 years. So I have time to plan it. We've been together 11 years and we've been married 6. I am drinking fresh squeezed grapefruit juice, lime juice, and mandarin juice with some vodka and hot honey. Yeah, I don't really, I just feel like everybody thinks they need to have this huge elaborate wedding because that's what you do, you know what I mean? But also growing up, the tradition was the bride's family is supposed to pay for the wedding, and I wasn't born into a family where we're in the position to be paying for weddings. So even from like as a little girl, like I knew that wasn't going to be my thing.
Yeah, and the cost of living relative to home pricing.
Especially now. I am happy that I bought a house when I did, because the market got crazy right after that.
Yeah, now
we're good.
Rich.
Yeah. A house rich, you know?
House rich.
Once you have a house, you're never rich. You're poor. Rich. All your money goes into your house. So don't expect to have any extra money. I know people think I'm on here bragging about my groceries, but sorry, I gotta feed my kids. Gotta feed my kids. Like, it's just so funny, because I don't brag about half the shit I get, and I don't buy anything for myself. And you know, let me just not.
People, we live in Central Jersey, not North Jersey.
We've lived together how long before we got married, babe?
A couple years. It's a long time.
Well, we've been together 11. We got married 6 years ago. We lived together for like
Since Hurricane Sandy.
Yeah, since Hurricane Sandy. So I think like, wow, that was a long time, babe.
My pleasure. You having fun?
Yeah. You're right. You remind me of a West Side Story. You live in North Jersey, you're poor as fuck. I believe that. For sure.
No, North Jersey's nice.
Yeah, but she's poor from paying taxes.
Oh, yeah.
You're poor, girl. I know, trust me.
We're all poor living here.
I feel like wherever you live, everybody's poor nowadays.
Anybody from Tennessee?
Maybe I'm gonna make another drink. Alright, let's put my Brussels sprouts in first though. Olive oil. I'm slacking, guys. I'm shooting the shit with you. Olive oil. Alright, listen, you need like a nice amount of olive oil, so don't lose your shit.
We'll cheap out.
Salt. Pepper. I have a timer on my salmon. It's about to go off. I'm not going to put any honey. I put the hot honey on here the last time. I'm not going to do that this time because Mariella's going to have this. This is balsamic vinegar. I'm going to put whatever was left there. I have more. I gotta check my salmon. Okay, Google. Next song.
What'd you say?
Okay. So it's done. How I tell if it's done is if it starts to flake. The salmon will flake when it's done. So I'm going to put it on broil just for like 2-3 minutes. I just want to get a little color. Just got a little color. I'm going to set a timer. Let's do 3 minutes. So New York, I mean, where I grew up, I could never afford a house there. I could never live there. Harrow Beach, Queens is insane. And then not only do you need to afford the house, you also need to afford to live there. You need to afford to send your kids to school and, you know, keep up with the surrounding expenses. It's not just buying a house and living in that neighborhood. There's so many more things. It's also not just buying a house and having a mortgage. There's so much more. Crazy, 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 crazy. Okay, so I did olive oil, balsamic, salt, pepper. I'm going to put a few garlic cloves, just some raw. I'm going to leave it whole. We just want the flavor here. We're not going to be eating them. I mean, you can if you want. No judgment. I'm going to throw this right in the oven once the salmon is done broiling. Let's work on our crostinis, guys. It was plain to see you were my destiny. All day in my life, I'll sacrifice for you. All right, I'm just straightening up. You guys know I can't have the clutter. I can't have it. Can't have it. Let's make a drink before we crostini, okay? I have a timer on my salmon, so don't worry. Don't lose your shit. Don't lose your shit. Yeah, I have a timer. My nails are Light Concept LCN, which is like that clear gel. And then I also put color, like the UV gel, like the color on top. I also get my nails done once a month. So I do the gel and the gel color on top, because it lasts me so much longer.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, you love it.
My husband works for corporate T-Mobile. I don't even really understand what he does. I know that he sells to like major corporations. He doesn't like sell cell phones. So I took my daughter to the allergist because she had this like lingering cough and she had fluid in her ears. So last year we thought that she had allergies. We thought that she had asthma because asthma does run in my family. Okay, 1 second. Let me just take my salmon out. I'm going to put my oven on 425, and that's for the Brussels sprouts, okay? I'm taking my salmon out now. That's it. Beautifully cooked. I'm going to put some foil on it. Let me put it over here. Babe, can you just put a piece of foil over that for me? So it stays nice and warm. I'm going to put our Brussels in the oven. Okay, so when all that happened with Serafina, that was at the end of allergy season. Just a piece of foil over that.
Girl.
So then this year, my doctor was like, well, her pediatrician was like, take her to the allergist. Let's just see what she's allergic to. Because I want to, like, if I'm going to be giving her Claritin, I want to make sure she even has the allergies. Like, I don't want to just give this girl Claritin and she doesn't even have allergies. Like, let me treat the allergies if she has them, you know? So they wanted me to give her Claritin. I'm like, all right, let me take her to the allergist, get the scrape test, and let me find out what she's allergic to. Maybe it's something in my home. Maybe it's something that I'm using. Like, maybe I could fix it somewhere else. I take her to the allergist. She does the scratch test. She has no allergies. There's nothing. She got like a little inflamed by like mold, but he said it was like regular, like nothing that you should be concerned about. And he wouldn't even put her on the Claritin for that. Like it wasn't even like a intense breakout. It was just like a little flare up. So I would have just gave my kid Claritin for all of allergy season and she didn't even need it. She don't even have allergies. She probably just has like a little drip. So I'm going to take her back to the doctor because she does still have the fluid in her ears. So I'm trying to figure out what's with the fluid. So I'm just hoping we don't have to get to the resort where like they tell you that I got to put the, you know, the tubes in our ears.
Get a summer one in the app today, starting $49.99, and come play every week. Only at Chuck E. Cheese.
So she doesn't have an ear infection either. Have that checked. She had an ear infection like a couple of months ago. And they're thinking, because it does take, they said up to like 2 months for the fluid to, you know, leave in general, even if you don't have the ear infection anymore. So they're making me wait a month and then I'm going to bring her back and we're going to check the fluid situation. And then we'll figure it out from there, you know? I just am happy that I took her to the allergist because I would have been giving this fucking girl Claritin for no reason. And that would have got me pissed. Okay, Google, volume 3. Listen, I'm not like against medicine, you know, my kid's fully vaccinated. I'm not like one of those, you know, crunchy hippie moms as much as I would love to be. Okay, Google, volume 3. I live in New Jersey. So, I mean, as far as like vaccinations and shit, you don't really have a choice. If you want your kid to go to school, it is what it is. And I know that may sound ignorant to some people, but I need my kids to go to school. But when it comes to medicine and shit, if she doesn't need to be on it consistently, you know, I'm allowed to advocate for my kid. And I feel like people forget that. They just automatically assume that, you know, what they tell you is what you should be doing. And honestly, if I would have took her to the allergist and if she had the allergies, I would have gave her the Claritin, whatever. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But she don't even have them. All right, I have ice in here. I'm going to put some vodka. Babe, you want a drink? Yeah, so the whole tubes thing, I never had an issue with ear infections with her or anything with the fluid. This just started. So I guess we'll see what happens. They want me to wait a month. And we'll see. Cause my daughter's also like in the pool a lot. Not right this second, obviously, but, she never had an issue with like ear infections and she's constantly in the water. So I don't know. We'll see. Hoping she doesn't, but am I ignoring your comment? What's your comment? Do you know how fast these comments are coming in? I don't ignore anybody's comment. It's impossible for me to answer everybody. Happy birthday, whoever's birthday it is. Anywho, where's my shot glass? Did my hubby put a juicing? Smokey! Oh, fuck it. 1, 2. You calling me? There's my shot glass because I can't find it. Yeah, what's the question? I'm not trying to be rude. It's just literally right now it says like 20 new comments. It's impossible. I really try to answer as much as I can. Even when people comment on my videos, like at the end of the day, I literally set aside time to try to answer as much as I can. Like I truly try. But I hope people understand it's impossible. It's literally impossible. In the beginning, it was like easy, easier for me to keep up with. And I really do enjoy like hearing people's insight and, reading the comments and stuff, but it's actually impossible to answer everyone. I am from Howard Beach, Queens. I live in New Jersey now.
That should be pinned on every video.
I am an Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius. I do not have a hand press. Oh, cool. Thank you. But I actually said to my husband today, I want to get one of those juices where you go like this. I'm guessing that's a hand press. This is that fresh citrus juice that I made. Babe, of the crostinis I'm going to make right now so you can snack on. Everything's done. I'm just cooking the Brussels. Just a little bit of that honey. You can put more if you'd like. I just don't want it sweet. I just love that little kick it gives. What am I mixing? Is that the question that you thought I ignored? That's the question? I'm mixing vodka with a little fresh citrus. It has fresh mandarin, fresh grapefruit, and fresh lime juice. The fish is crab stuffed with salmon. I already took the fish out. The fish is right here. Fish is done. Everything's out besides the Brussels. My husband grew up in Staten Island. My husband's a Staten Island guy. I'm from Queens. He's from Staten Island. We met on Plenty of Fish, and we traveled back and forth to see each other. I feel like if you live in Staten Island and you are dating someone in Howard Beach, Queens, it's basically a long-distance relationship. The shrimp oreganata is on my YouTube. Let's get these crostinis going because I know my hubby is looking for a snack. Come on, babe. What's in your mouth? Are you still eating Cheez-Its? No more, bud. We're gonna eat dinner soon.
Okay.
No more Cheez-Its. Okay? You got it, kid? Did you hear me? Plenty of fish. This is that honey goat cheese, so I'm just gonna spread a little bit on each. This is my daughter's butter knife. I've had it out of the fridge for a little bit, so it's like a little softer. It's gonna be good. You're in the office. Oh God, don't let your boss see. I'm gonna get you in trouble.
Watch those feet.
What you got? Oh, that's so cool. You made the eggplant rollatini. You know, you could also do that with zucchini. I've made that with zucchini and it's really good. What else do I do with that? I made it into like zucchini raviolis I just have to show you that video because I can't even explain it. You like put 2 pieces of zucchini on top of each other and you close it in like an envelope and it makes like zucchini raviolis. It's good. Really good.
Where's the brush? Where's the brush?
What'd she spill?
No.
What'd she spill, babe?
Jesus.
Did she spill?
She cleaned it.
Fucking kids.
Pick the bag up.
My husband works for corporate T-Mobile. Babe, what's your position called? What's your position at T-Mobile called?
Who's asking?
I don't know who's asking.
Pick the bag up.
He works for corporate T-Mobile. So he's in sales.
All right. I'm
Are
going to
you
say
gonna
this once
explain-
and that's it. All right.
Guys, the shirt that my husband's wearing, I gave birth
In both kids.
for both kids, and
Jizza Liquid Swords.
he's wore that shirt.
All right, so
Literally
what I
says.
do, I work for T-Mobile.
You want me to move?
I'm a solutions provider. So big companies call me
Wait, you gotta get in, babe.
when they want to come up with a work from home strategy, or they want phones for their employees, or they want like their own network. They call me. Okay? Big companies. If you work for a big company, hit my wife up.
No, well, tell him how
Alrighty.
many employees.
1,000 plus.
Yeah.
So enterprise companies, Fortune 1000, Fortune 500, whatever.
I can't understand what he does because when I hear him, on his like phone meetings, I'm like, what the hell? That's basically a foreign language to me. He does like geeky technology shit. Geeky technology shit.
Advanced network.
He is so his mother is full Italian and his father was adopted. So we're like actually not even really sure what he is. We should do the 23andMe for him. You know, I did the 23andMe for me and I was like point something Asian. And if I show you my baby pictures, I like kind of look Asian. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
No.
I did the 23andMe. I even did the medical one. I'm going to actually take a little off another one because I only have one that I didn't cover yet. This one has a lot. I did the 23andMe. I did the medical thing also because I have Alzheimer's that runs in my family. I have the BRCA gene in my family. So they were just things that I was like curious about. And fortunately, I don't have any of the things that runs in my family. I don't know how the hell that happens. But fortunately, I don't have any of it. All right, let's top our crostini. That's that your man can't make. Let's have a break. Let's see. All right, so we have our mushrooms. Just mix them up. I'm gonna put hot honey on them for sure, babe. You got it. You know, you got it. I was totally thinking the same thing. I like where your mind is, babe. Just gonna put the mushrooms right on top. If it decides to stay, that'd be great. Perfect. Look how cute. So cute. I love cute food. This is crostini, homemade crostini that I made, which is basically just like toasted Italian bread with honey goat cheese. I sauteed up mushrooms with garlic, butter, fresh herbs. And now I'm just putting it all together and I'm going to drizzle some hot honey on them. Babe, can you give me my platter, please?
What?
My platter. My grateful platter. Boots are well with girls. Get a boots for girls. Okay, Google. Volume 4. I think I made this for you on Valentine's Day. Yeah, but wait, let me drizzle the hot honey.
Right.
Your flight leaves at 8. We gotta take a picture. You gotta take a bite into the camera. Oh, good crunch.
Good.
Is it perfect? I love cooking for my hub. I always cook for him. I just love cooking for people in general. It's like fun for me. This is great if you're having company over. Oh my God. So easy too. If you're gonna take another one, I have to put the honey on it. You can't come in if it's not prepared.
So good.
Got you, boo. My love language is feeding you. Thank you guys so much. You want to organize a meet and greet? Let's do it. What are we doing? What are we supposed to be doing? I'm down. Look how cute this looks, guys. Cooking meet and greet. Let me check my Brussels. Hold on. Brussels are good. I'm just going to toss them around. Wait till I get my money right. Guys, do we like this camera camera angle better than when I usually have you like here right in front of me? What do we like better? Because I could do either or. I just was like trying to give you a view of me prepping and also cooking, you know? Cool, love that. Love that for us all. I like to take a consensus, you know? So this is honey goat cheese. I got this goat cheese from Aldi actually. I have the garlic and herb in there too. That one's really good also. I like to keep these in the fridge. They don't really go bad quickly. So when you're in there, you just pick them up and you never know if you have people over or something. This is a super easy appetizer to put together. Also, I usually use like the bread that I have in my freezer that I just, you know, if you get like delivery, they send like a loaf of Italian bread, or if you have just leftover bread, you freeze it. I mean, I do at least. And you could just take that out of the freezer and make them with that. You don't even need to buy fresh bread. Actually works better with older bread. And that's the truth. I'm gonna need to take some off another one. We gotta play surgery right now, guys. I made enough for everyone but one. Oh, am I late? If magic made it. What, baby girl? Yeah, babe. Do you want me to? All right, guys, that's perfect. All right, I'm gonna put them on my tray and then I'm gonna drizzle my honey. It's honey goat cheese, sauteed mushrooms with garlic, fresh herbs, and butter on homemade crostini, and I'm gonna drizzle some honey. My daughter's field trip, can I just tell you, literally the cutest freaking thing ever. She went to a farm. So the field trip was at this place called Von Thun Farms. She came home with, they went, it was like a U-pick farm, and you know, strawberries is in season right now. So she came home with a carton of strawberries, and she came home with a tomato plant. And my husband and her planted the tomato plant. Like I had a pot for her. She planted the tomato plant, which I thought was so freaking cute. How adorable, look at this. Yeah! Yeah, it was super, super cute. I just thought that was such a cool field trip for them. Like something different, you know? Usually they go to like the museum, this, you know, what's that science place, that hands-on science, Liberty Science Center. Like, the farm was like cool that you get, and she said when they went there, they planted tomato plants. So they took these kids to the farm, they were putting them to work. They were putting them to work. Oh my God, I'm gonna get so many tomatoes, guys. Just you wait and see. All right, let's put them on a nice tray, and then I'm going to put hot honey on them. Until I get my money right. And you can't tell me nothing, right? Oops. Guys, this is so good if you're having people over. I know this is like not necessary to put it on a nice tray, you know, but it's just my thing. I like to, even if it's for my kids, I like to do that stuff. That's just my thing, you know? All right, let's drizzle some honey. It is goat cheese, honey goat cheese with sauteed mushrooms. And now I'm going to put some hot honey. This is the harissa hot honey. I'm a huge fan of this. Thanks, Boo. And I'm going to drizzle some on each. Okay, Google. Next song. That's it. All right, babe, they're done if you want another one. They're done if you want another one. Let me check the Brussels. And we're almost done here, guys. Oh my God. Has anyone ever scrolled down my page to when I bought the, it was like a sweatsuit, like a literal sweatsuit, like a suit that you buy to sweat in. And I did the Missy Elliott. Mad funny. That shit was mad funny. Yes, DM me. Listen, if you can't DM me on here, try to write me on Instagram. Because my TikTok messages are so crazy that like I really try to write people back, but again, it's so impossible. So I just truly hope people don't take offense to that. Like, I hope they know that I also am a parent of 2 little kids. And the amount of time it takes me to not only create content, but then also edit the content and, you know, produce it for you guys. There's only so much I could do in a day. Teresa looks gorgeous. They were really ripping on her hair. I like didn't hate it. I didn't really feel anything about it. I don't know why they were saying it looked so terrible. My favorite season since having a pool in my yard is definitely summer. 100%. The hair was awful. I have to check my Brussels. Thanks, Boo. I smell them too, you know? So, Brussels sprouts, I kind of like them to be like almost burnt. That's just like a preference. Like, I'm going to throw these back in. I am going to put a little more olive oil on them. I like them to be very crispy. Just like another 5 minutes. Almost done, babe.
Oh, make sure you're okay.
You gotta check them for poison, right?
Yeah. Look.
Good. She's hungry. Put her in. I'll feed her. See, like, look at this. I want that on both sides. Another 2 minutes. Good. Thank you. So I go live, I try to go live on Fridays. I didn't know what was happening tonight. We were going to take the kids to the fair, but I don't think they're having it at that mall anymore. It's not there anymore.
Too busy.
I thought that was like a every weekend thing. They're not doing that. We just I feel like every single weekend in this house, we have had something planned. And I know it's a holiday weekend, but we just want to lay low this weekend. We just want to chill. I want to work in my yard. I want my kids to play. My husband wants to paint the deck. I have outdoor toys that I bought the kids that I want my husband to put together. I am Team Teresa for sure. Teresa's OG. She's the OG. How could you be Team Melissa?
You know them, right?
Yeah, we're homies, babe, okay?
Yeah, Jersey Shore, right down.
We're homies. No,
you know everybody.
Jersey Shore is not down the block.
My favorite comment that you people do.
What?
Is that do you know the Jersey Shore people?
Yeah. People ask me if not only do I know the Jersey Shore people, but if I see the Real Housewives, I'm like, you guys know they live in a completely different neighborhood, right?
They live where Bruce Springsteen lives.
I'm definitely not living in the same neighborhood as the New Jersey Housewives. Just so you guys are clear, I know if you live in a different place than New Jersey, you think that all of New Jersey is like that. Yeah, and it's not. I mean, I live in a nice neighborhood. I'm not trying to say I don't, but it's not New Jersey housewife nice.
No.
Alright, these Brussels lasagna, I'm going to take them out. I'm going to make, I usually make everybody's plates with you guys. I make my own plate. I'll take a bite with you. And then I hop off. So let me get my kids in order first. I have the shrimp cocktail also.
Okay.
I also have the shrimp cocktail that I picked up from Staten Island. Why did I say Staten Island? Because I read Long Island. I don't have to reheat the fish. I have the fish in a cast iron. So the fish is still very hot. Everything is still very hot. It's also hard when you're cooking to eyeball what's gonna be hot at all times. That's why certain pans I use are because they hold the heat well. This is just the cocktail sauce that comes with it, nothing fancy here. This is just straight from Costco. But my daughter Serafina really enjoys that. So let me make their plates. This is Fina. Let me get this. Start her with 4 shrimp. Let me get a spoon for the sauce. What's a bum 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 bum? Just a little bit of sauce on the side, and then I'm gonna cut her some fish. I'm gonna put one of these crostinis in our plate. I'm gonna actually cut it in half. Honestly, she doesn't like mushrooms, so she's probably not gonna eat it, but I'm still gonna give it to her. Babe, you can put them in the chairs. I'm making their plates. You hear that? That's the cough. That's the lingering cough. But, I mean, I've had her checked. I'm giving her some Brussels. This is for Serafina. Just one second. I'm trying to read something. Do you wear the pants in the relationship? I feel like a relationship is an equal partnership, so we both are wearing pants. I mean, unless we're in bed together, then we probably don't have pants on, if you're really that concerned. Okay? So let's give my daughter some salmon. I'm a stay-at-home parent. My husband doesn't blink an eye to anything that I do. We take care of each other. That's why we're both happy. If you can't relate, it's okay. I get it. You know, what works for my relationship and my dynamic may not be you, which I get. You know, not everybody is gonna live the same life. That's reality. You know. So anywho, this is Serafina's plate. Let me cut her salmon a little bit. I'm gonna make Mariella's. Mariella, baby-led weaning, I literally just give her this whole piece and she sucks on it. And that's like, honestly, I just feel like people pass like weird-ass judgment. Like, okay, does that make you feel good? I don't give a shit. I'm very secure in the relationship that I'm in, so it doesn't really matter to me. Mariella, I'm not giving her crostini because I do have honey on that. I'm going to give her Brussels. I'm going to give her salmon. Get some Brussels. I'm going to give Mariella a piece of salmon. Okay, Google. Pause. Let me get her spoon. So Mariella, I'm giving her a spoon. It's like one of those utensils. She could pick up her salmon with it or whatever. Sometimes she just chews on it. And then I also offer a fork. And they will end up across the room and I will pick them up 73 times during dinner. But this is where we are. This is the stage of life I'm in. We play fetch the utensils the whole dinner. Here's Mariella. This is Serafina's. I'm gonna make my hubbies now. Actually, let me give him this one. I like to cut them in half anyway because these are big portions. Give him that. Give him some crostini. Some shrimp. A scoop of sauce. And then I'll give him some Brussels. Would I go vegan? I'm not really sure if I would go vegan. I feel like I could definitely be a pescatarian. I don't really know like the full details of what it takes to be a vegan, like, you know, for me to even make that choice. So I'd like to do a little more research before I answer that question.
No cheese.
But I think there's more than just no cheese because I could probably do without cheese for a little bit too.
No pecorino?
Oh.
No pecorino on your pasta?
Oh, well then I can't eat pasta. Don't come to me. I can't eat no pasta then. No dairy. No products that come from animals. I could definitely not eat meat. Like, if I had to be a pescatarian, I'm cool with that. Or dairy. I really love fresh mozzarella. Can I eat fresh mozzarella?
No.
Babe, here's your plate. I'm gonna make mine, and then I'm gonna hop off. I mean, at least I'm honest, right? At least I'm honest. Favorite Italian food? Definitely seafood. Like seafood pasta, like fra diavolo. Yeah, for sure. Every time we go to an Italian restaurant, that's what I order. I'm not really a big sweets person. I don't really eat cakes and cookies. Like, I totally rather eat a bag of chips than a cake or a cookie. 100%. I am Sicilian American. And I say Sicilian American because I don't want people to say, you born in America. Which I am. I'm American. Favorite breakfast? Bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel. With ketchup. Okay, I'm going to serve myself. Fish. Let's have a nice crostini. This one with nice mushrooms. You can put them in the seat, babe. I'm going to just take a bite with my crew, and then I'm going to hop off. I'm going to take a bite with my crew on live, okay, babe?
All right.
I definitely feel like my kids enjoy a variety of foods because I introduced them young, for sure. I fed Fina the same way I feed Mariella. And I mean, obviously Fina has her days. She's a kid, you know what I mean? But she eats pretty good. Put her in her chair, babe.
All right.
Please.
You shut it.
I got your plate too. Favorite coffee? I love just like when I go to Starbucks, I get triple espresso over ice. I don't really eat anything like fancy.
Look.
You guys hear my house right now, right? This is just complete like everyday life. And I know people are like cringing listening to this. But I have kids, so this is the stage of life I'm in, sis. I'm definitely not going to the shore this weekend to deal with the shore traffic. Okay, I'm going to take a bite with you. Let me get a fork.
Dina. Mom. Dinner.
I'm going to take a bite of the crostini first. She doesn't even have anything yet. Kids. Don't ever think you're going to enjoy your food or your dinner when you have kids. Wow. Babe. Mega. Oh my God. Make that. Go ahead, baby girl. Mommy's coming right now. Russell. And I mean, I didn't really do much with the salmon. I just cooked it.
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for cooking with me. Another Friday live in the books. Cheers. Eat something delicious. I have Instagram. Yes, it's the same handle as the TikTok. Also, the link in my link tree, like, gives you all my links. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for hanging with me. You guys are so dope.